Hi Megan, David Gould, new car sales manager from Sloane, Toyota, Philadelphia, conveniently located on Cottman Avenue, about 3.2 miles off of exit 30 on 95. Of course, GPS will get you here as well. I did want to go over what we went over briefly there on the phone. Maybe you could pass this video along to your uncle there if it helps. But in a nutshell, here's what we talked about. Brand new Tacomas selling for darn near the same price as what we're going to see the Tacoma selling for used. Sometimes a little bit more on the used because of equipment, because of how they're laid out, and because the Tacoma is the #1 resale value vehicle in the world. Now the Tacomas are not toys, they are true trucks. They drive wonderfully, ride a little bit car-like, if you would. Truck people don't like to hear that, but I mean, you could drive a Tacoma to Ohio, get out, and still have a backbone. The car is cool. It's got a full frame underneath there. If I look underneath that truck, it's got a plastic bed. It's a very resilient, throw cinder blocks in it. It's not going to scuff. It's not going to poke holes through it like some of our competitors with their aluminum beds. All right, here is a 4x4. We just saw that price out in front. I think I saw like $23,000 brand new truck. So there are going to be options out there. I'm sorry, this is a 4x2. I'll take that back. But there are going to be options out there, okay? So I think that, let's see, here's one at 27. Let's see if this one's going to come through for us. There's our 4x4, okay? 4x4 access cab. Now, what is the overall goal of the buyer? The overall goal of the buyer, are you looking to just get to work in the Poconos with the four-wheel drive? We have height, the height off the ground. That's a hike to get up in there. You see the step bumpers there? If you have short legs like mine, you're probably going to need them, or we definitely want to be able to do that consistently and be comfortable. Door is open on that car, and be comfortable doing it. The Tacoma is rear-wheel drive as its primary drive with a plastic bed on it. Doesn't matter whether it's plastic or metal. There's no real weight over top of those wheels. Does have a traction control system. The traction control system will turn on when those wheels go to spin, which is going to happen pretty easily up in the Poconos, and it's going to let off the gas and slow the truck down. Is that your primary goal, or are these guys going to be more realistic? Now, these do not, these are RAV4s, these do not have, and you can see we have tons of them because we sell tons of them. They do not have rear-wheel drive. These are front-wheel drive primary. They are all-wheel drive, meaning that when the front wheels slip, they automatically flip over to the rear-wheel drive. And these can even do side-wheel drive, okay? Which means when you're turning the steering wheel, coming off a ramp or something like that, hit maybe some black ice or ice coming off of a major thoroughfare, in, say, the Tacoma or the RAV4, you're in, when you're doing highway speeds, you're in front-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive. In other words, two-wheel drive. The question is, what happens when it starts to slip? The RAV4 automatically clicks over to that all-wheel drive system seamlessly. You don't have to push any buttons. You don't do anything. And the car is off and rolling. If the wheels are turned by about 13 degrees, it will automatically go to side-wheel drive, which works like a hockey player, digging in and making the turn. Now, we do have a larger, I heard you mention certified, a larger version of the SUV. This is the Highlander. Again, enclosed back, okay? And with the enclosed back, this is still front-wheel drive as the primary system. It still has that side-wheel drive feature that the RAV4 has. That comes from Lexus, by the way, as to how we get to those features. They're highly, highly advanced, and I strongly encourage them if you have somebody who is like yourself, if you're up there in the Poconos. I mean, it just makes sense. You're coming down a hill, you turn the steering wheel, the car is actually going to put the power to the sides that you're going to go on. Now, if you're hardcore four-wheel drive, you want that four-wheel drive system, you want that sealed back, we have our 4Runner. Okay, that goes back to the rear-wheel drive. The rear wheels, but this has weight now. Look at, we have a whole body over top. There's something more mass over top of these wheels. So this guy's going to be a bit more stable. Again, it's not going to be cheap, all right? These are going to be sitting right behind the Tacoma for resale value. The advantage is when you get the Toyotas, they hold their value. They may cost a little bit more buying them, but it's because they last longer. Disadvantage, if there is such a thing, is that you're paying more for them. The certified program does protect your investment, so that when you get involved with the car, there's a 160 point check that we go over the cars, all Toyota dealers do, and they're going to replace anything under 50%. So pretty common to see brand new tires, brakes, all that stuff, wipers. You're not buying a car and then throwing a couple $1,000s at it to get it started on the road. It's ready to go the way it sits. Okay, so I hope this video is helpful, gives you an idea of this lot, what we're up to down here, and certainly I can give you more information at just a request. Okay, you have my text number here, the 609-219-1100. That'll reach me directly, and we should be able to work out your information quite a bit, even ahead of time of your arrival here, if you choose to do so. We look forward to earning your business when you're ready. Once more, David Gould, Sloane Toyota, Philadelphia. Thank you.